So Lego sets retiring at the end of the year has always been an interesting topic. So in today's video, we're talking about Lego sets that are retiring, but further breaking it down because these sets are projected to retire not at the end of the year, but mid-year, and actually mid-year very soon. By the end of July, all of the Lego sets I'm talking about in today's video are projected to retire. And I think that's significant because if you like to invest in Lego or you like to, buy sets before they are retired and not have to play the reseller fee, I think these videos are definitely worthwhile to watch just so you don't miss out on some of the Lego sets that you may or may not be interested in. And don't get me wrong, this list could be 100% inaccurate because we never know what Lego sets are actually retiring. I don't have insider information from the Lego group, and they are a private company, so they could literally extend the shelf life of any set they want whenever they want, and we have no control over that. So with that reminder and that further ado, I'll be your host, Cristo from Sin City, and let's jump straight into today's video. Now, I know I said going into the end of the year, we have a ton of sets that are retiring. I did put out a full video up on the channel that I can link at the end of this one, and there's a ton of great sets that are retiring, but we do have a smaller list for this July retirement day. So let's jump in it. I will section this one off just like I did the other by theme, and we shouldn't have a whole ton of sets to get through, but let's jump straight on into it. The first one is the Hogwarts Astronomy Tower. Now, this set retails for $100 and I believe comes with an assortment of exclusive minifigs to the set. It is had a very long shelf life. It's been a couple, I think it's like 2 to 3 years it's been on the shelves, which is pretty long for a Harry Potter set, kind of in the normal range, but overall, I've been finding this one on sale here over the last few months, which makes sense because a lot of retailers are clearing out their inventory and just something they don't want to have on deck. And this one is truthfully no different, right? They're definitely clearancing this one, to say the least. So I'm projecting this one, if you can get it on sale, to probably, maybe $70 to $80. You can definitely hold it a little bit longer and potentially make a little bit of a return if you're one of those Lego investors. But it does come with some really iconic minifigs from the Harry Potter theme, and overall I think is a pretty good looking astronomy tower from Harry Potter. And I know they always are doing recolors of these buildings, but this one I do like the gray roofs over the sand green roofs. I am going to say it, as not a deep Harry Potter fan, I do like the gray way over the green. Moving on forward, we have the Hogsmeade Village Visit. This one retailed for $90, and again, it had some really iconic minifigures. Of course, we did get the Golden Edition. I think it was, 20-year anniversary, 10-year anniversary? I forget what it was. But the Golden Edition Ron, which, 20 years. It's definitely an exclusive minifig to the set for a retail price of $90. I think the trending retail price on the resale market of the set's like $80 to $82. So it's literally been on sale. I actually found this at my local Target here during that clearance season for 30% off. It was like $70. So that's not a terrible price point. I for one say this set does look really, really good on the exterior side. I hate open backs, however, but that's just me personally. But regardless, it's jam-packed with details, comes with some fantastic minifigures, and the retail price of $90 and projecting to retire in July is probably not a bad one to pick up if you're really interested in it. Of course, I'm always going to argue to find a Lego sale and deal on it, and what better way to subscribe to the channel to get the latest Lego deals and sales updates every single day. Moving on forward, we have a lot of Super Mario themed sets that are going to be retiring at the end of the year, and I actually really wanted to take a second to talk about this a little bit extensively because it's kind of like an acquired taste, the Super Mario theme, and I think we've got teasers that the Mario line is going to get Mario Kart in 2025. I think Lego kind of gave us a little teaser of that. And I think that's pretty important because we have probably, I'm going to argue, the 3 most important sets from Super Mario theme, the current Super Mario theme, that are retiring. And that would be the Adventures with Mario starter course, which was the first one that kicked off with the Bluetooth Mario. Along with that, we're projecting the July 31st retirement date of Adventures with Luigi starters course, and the shortest shelf life one, which is only 13 months, I believe, on the shelves, or not even a year, is the Adventures with Peach starter course, which all retail for $60. And to be honest, with the Bluetooth features that you get inside of these large characters, I don't know if that's a terrible price point to pay just because you are getting a walking, talking Mario. Well, I guess not walking, but you could basically do whatever, jump or Luigi or Peach. I am not going to even lie to you. I picked up the Peach on a Target clearance for, I think it was like $34, and I'm not too caught up on it. I'm pretty happy with that purchase. I do want to collect the Peach, the Luigi, and the Mario. I just think they're going to be worthwhile in the long run to have. And part of that is because some of the large scale Super Mario sets, like for example, Super Mario 64 Question Block, which is a fantastic set. This one is basically for sure retiring in July 31st. I went ahead and grabbed a copy myself because this set was just such a joy to build. It is literally one of the coolest. It's one of those pieces when someone random walks into your house, they're like, whoa, I know what that is. Like, does it do anything? And like, it opens up and you have like all the scenes from Mario. And it's always a wow factor when someone new walks into the Lego room. Like, that is so cool. They know the Mario question block and they see all the details inside of it. Regardless, being a fantastic set, it is retiring in July and I think will be a fantastic investment set. But we could talk more about the investment side of things in a different video. But going back to our adventure packs, again, all three are projecting to retire in July. And I think that's significant if you're ever going to want to have one of these for the like large scale Mario collecting things where you can have Mario do like different features, like the Nintendo Entertainment System has one where you light him up on his TV and you put him over it and he makes different noises going through the course. It's actually really cool. So moving on forward from the Super Mario theme, we don't have to go too in depth on some of the other sets, but we have the Peach's Castle expansion set. This is obviously designed for Peach, but you can use any of the other Bluetooth characters throughout this course. It does come with Toadette and Bowser, which are pretty cool buildable figures. We then have Peach's Garden Balloon Ride expansion set. This one is kind of like Toad's Village. You got a pink Yoshi in there. We have the Rambi the Rhino expansion set. Just a nice little Mario expansion for $11. Dixie Kong's Jungle Jam expansion set. Donkey Kong, it's kind of featured with the yellow border featuring the Donkey Kong expansions. We have the Diddy Kong Minecart Ride expansion set. I actually have been looking for a deal for this one. I would love to get it like half off, but it's one I've just always wanted the set since its release. I don't know why. I've always loved this map in like anything with Donkey Kong in like the OG Mario games. So it's one that I'm personally looking for and one I just for whatever reason I'm drawn to it, even though I'm not like a super Mario battle, whatever you want to call these, collector. But overall, really cool set. And then moving into some of the collectible minifigures, we only have one that's retiring here at the end of July, and that would be the Series 26 Space CMFs. Pretty good assortment of minifigures. I find it pretty crazy that these CMFs have just like such a short shelf life. It's pretty cool to see like how fast they go. That Space Alien is really cool. I've only picked up 2 copies of these boxes sealed, so I honestly need to step up my game in the CMF world and start picking these up again. But honestly, since the box is released, I've been a little bit less drawn to collecting the minifigures just because I just never like. I always liked feeling them, right? Like knowing exactly which one I'll get. I guess I could use the QR code scanner, but a lot of times the ones that I find don't have the correct scanner and I'm unable to scan them. Moving forward, we have some Disney sets that are retiring at the end of July. The first one would be the Little Mermaid Storybook. The next one is Peter Pan, Wendy's Storybook Adventure. We next have the Avatar theme. We have Jake and Neytiri's first Banshee flight. It looks like the entire wave of Avatar is going to be retiring. I believe the release of that movie was it a year ago already? Maybe a little bit longer, but not a terribly long shelf life. Has it been 2 years? Probably between the 1 and 2 years shelf life for a lot of these sets. It's pretty cool to see the Avatar minifigs. I feel like this theme was a lot less popular than I was anticipating. I thought it would have done a little bit better, but it's been pretty common to see these sets on sale. I think at Target we were finding some of these 50% off, which is always a nice score. But that one retails for $60. Definitely look for a better deal on that. The Toruk Makoto and Tree of Souls is probably the biggest set that they offered. Definitely a beautiful looking set. Comes with 4 different avatars. $150 for 4 avatar. I feel like they should just included more minifigs. I think it would have definitely brought up the desire for the set a little bit more. But that, again, is just my opinion. And then also we have Elu's Discovery, getting 2 avatar on that one for $25. We also have the Skim Wing Adventure for $35. You get 2 different avatar in that one. Moving forward, we have, the Payakan, the Tolkien, and Crabsuit being the last Avatar set, which, again, that whole wave projecting to retire here at the end of July. So if you're interested in Avatar and don't want to miss out on those awesome figs, make sure to pick those up. The next theme is Jurassic Park. This is the Velociraptor Escape. It's the 4+ set. I don't know why LEGO's gone so crazy in the prices for these 4+ sets. Like, I have no idea. It literally does not make sense. It's like all the 4+ sets are extremely overvalued. To me, this is a $25 set top. I know you get a dino instead of it, but like this should be 25, because I don't know if you guys remember, there was a old Velociraptor from Jurassic World. It was $30. It came with 2 Velociraptors, or maybe it was 1 Velociraptor, and like 3 or 4 minifigs and like a whole battle scene. And that set alone was $30. And this is $40 and has like 100 parts and 1 Velociraptor and 2. It's just crazy. That's just crazy. But anyways, that's retiring at the end of the year. And then a couple other sets to add to the list. We have Paisley's House from Lego Friends. Again, $40 for a 4+ set, being crazy in the price point. And then we have the Sports Center for $95. This is actually a pretty cool looking build. Has a lot of different features of anything you would find in like the Y or whatever you want to call it, a Sports Center. The Leo's Room. And lastly, subscribing to Stud City. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. We had quite a few LEGO sets to kind of go through for this July retiring date. Now, don't get me wrong, everything's not 100% accurate. It could get extended or sets can be added to this list. But I think this is a pretty good gauge in what is going to be retiring here in the next month. And it's, again, pretty significant because we have less than 4 weeks to pick up any of these sets that are on this list that you want. And I think the number one on that should probably be the Super Mario question block for anyone that doesn't have it. So that's absolutely fantastic. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up. If you want to see the full list of every LEGO set retiring at the end of 2024, make sure to watch this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Love you guys. Peace out.